After ending on a massive cliffhanger, the fourth season of Stranger Things has left fans thirsty for more. Well, it looks like the seemingly never-ending wait will soon come to an end. Cast members like David Harbour have finally started revealing little tidbits of information, and honestly, we're just happy with whatever we're getting, no matter how small. Stay tuned to find out more about the upcoming Season 5, as well as Harbour's projects in 2023. Firstly, what has David revealed about his upcoming schedule? The longtime actor rose to stardom due to his character Harbour in Stranger Things back in 2016. Since then, he's become an integral part of the series, playing the dad figure in the show. The star has also recently made his debut into the Marvel Cinematic Universe in 2021, kicking off his Marvel career by playing the Red Guardian in Black Widow. We haven't seen the end of the Red Guardian though, as Marvel revealed that David would be reprising the role in Thunderbolts. Harbour already has a schedule packed for most of 2023. In an interview with Collider, he revealed that he'll be filming Stranger Things and Thunderbolts simultaneously next year. When asked how he feels about two big franchises demanding his attention, he replied that it was going to be crazy having to manage both at the same time. What'll make it easier, though, is the fact that David is passionate about both of them and treasures the two characters very much. You know what they say, if you love what you do, you don't work a day in your life. It seems like fate was on his side too, since both projects are set to film in Atlanta. He shared that the two franchises would have to share him and he would go back and forth a lot. Thankfully, they're structured in such a way that he can just run from one place to the other after shooting a scene. Next up, what's the one thing Harbour thinks will be a challenge while alternating between the two? While traveling from one set to the other and managing his time doesn't really bother David, the one thing which he thinks will prove to be a conundrum is the facial hair problems. Here's the thing. In Black Widow, David's character Alexei sports a fully outgrown beard, while in Stranger Things, Harbour is pretty much clean-shaven with a bit of stubble. The two are the opposite of each other, and although it's going to be a bit of a challenge handling them back and forth, Harbour is sure it can be managed as long as both productions are strategic about it. He also mentioned that there needs to be a lot of creativity involved, as the two characters will be shot back to back. But lucky for him, he enjoys both roles, so coming up with a solution won't be a burden for him. Moving on, what are the release dates for the upcoming projects? Unfortunately, both Thunderbolts and Stranger Things have a bit of a wait for them. There isn't an official release date for Stranger Things as yet, given that the series writers have only recently started writing. We got Season 4 after 3 years of the previous season also, but that was due to the pandemic delaying production. We've got our fingers crossed that we won't have to wait that long, but don't get your hopes up, since it's likely that we won't see Stranger Things 5 until 2023 or 2024. As for the release date of Thunderbolts, we've got good news. The movie will be released in cinemas on the 26th of July, 2024, as confirmed during Marvel's huge Comic-Con panel, which was held in July 2022. The movie will be directed by Jake Schreier, with Black Widow's Eric Pearson writing the script. If you're wondering what exactly Thunderbolts will entail, it's basically Marvel's equivalent of the Suicide Squad, a team of villains who are sent on missions commissioned by the government. Now, we don't know about you, but we adore the Suicide Squad, so we can't wait to see how Marvel tops off DC. Not to mention, with the number of comparison videos and character evaluations that are sure to pop up, it's going to be a whole fan war. As for Stranger Things, the new season will differ from the previous ones in the nature of the danger the characters face. This time, it won't just be the teenage protagonists facing danger, but their parents and the entire community won't be safe from it either. Lastly, how Harbour's 2023 will set the course of his career for 2024. David is sure to have a very hectic upcoming year, but if one thing's certain, it's that his hard work is sure to pay off. Both the projects have huge, successful company producers, and both Stranger Things and Thunderbolts are extremely anticipated by fans. Besides that, Harbour is a highly beloved character and vital to the Stranger Things universe. So with his fierce protectiveness and, of course, his chemistry with Joyce, he has a special place in the hearts of fans. Red Guardian isn't any less either, and although the audience is upset about having to put an end to Harbour in the last season of Stranger Things, there's still the return of the comedic Red Guardian to look forward to, alongside other fan-favorite MCU characters like Yelena Belova and Bucky Barnes. That is pretty much the only thing keeping us going at this point. 2024 is sure to be quite a treat for us. We're going to get both practically around the same time period, and with the climax the producers know how to reach, it's certainly going to be a very intense couple of months for us, and we can't wait. Moving on, Stranger Things Season 5. The Duffer Brothers tease what to expect in final episodes. First up, what can fans look forward to in the upcoming season? The showrunners Matt Duffer, Ross Duffer, and EP Sean Levy have finally decided to bless fans with a little teaser about what they can expect from Season 5 of their hit sci-fi drama. In an article by worldwide deadline, the creators have revealed more about the final season, explaining that it will be a mix of previous seasons, a culmination of sorts, combining all the previous seasons. Expect the questions raised throughout the series answered with a whole new level of danger. During Netflix's panel at Tudum Theater in Los Angeles, Ross Duffer said, "Season 5, the way we see it, is kind of a culmination of all the seasons, so it's got a little bit from each. Each season was so distinct. 3 is our big summer blockbuster season with our big monster. 4 was the psychological horror." He also mentioned that they're trying to go back to the beginning a little bit from where it all started in Season 1. But scale-wise, their goal is to make the upcoming season more aligned with the events of the previous Season 4. The new episodes may even include further references to 80s pop culture, just as the previous season focused on A Nightmare on Elm Street's villain Freddy Krueger. Up next, will each character finally get their storylines completed? It seems like the writing staff is hard at work, with Netflix already having received the script for the first episode, Chapter 1, The Crawl, 2 weeks ago. The writers have started working on the second episode. While more intricate details have unfortunately been kept undercover, the Duffer brothers did speak about the project at a Netflix event on the 13th of November. The showrunners confirmed that the final season will wrap up with all the questions from the previous seasons answered, as well as ensuring that character development is as equally a priority. Even though many of the questions raised about the Upside Down were answered throughout Season 4, there's a lot more to unravel in the upcoming season. More importantly, each character's story will finally be put to an end. Ross Duffer also said that even though the supernatural aspect of the show still takes center stage, it's important to wrap up all the character arcs because a lot of them have been growing since Season 1. He went on to explain that it'll be quite the challenge giving characters those final arcs, but also tying up loose ends and giving fans a story they won't soon forget. Besides all that, the end of the show is set to be pretty emotional too. They revealed that their executives shed a tear on the day of the meeting in which they pitched the complete arc to Netflix, showing how they had grown fond of the show. Lastly, who's set to return in the last season? The show was set to be renewed by Netflix for a 5th and final season in February this year. In terms of the cast, the main series stars will all be returning to the show. It's also possible that we'll be seeing more of Eduardo Franco's irreverent stoner Argyle and Brett Gelman's conspiracy theorist Murray. There will sadly be some notable absences. The most heartbreaking one was the captain of the Hellfire Club, Eddie, who had grown to be a new fan favorite, bravely sacrificing himself. The much-hated, vengeful jock Jason Carver also met his end, his body ripped apart by an interdimensional gate in the Creel house. Safe to say, he definitely won't be missed, especially after that stunt he pulled during the crucial time when Sinclair could have saved Max from her terrible fate. That's a wrap for now. What are your predictions for the upcoming season? Let us know in the comments down below, and make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel for all the latest news related to the showbiz industry. Until next time.
Yes, I think it worked! Yes!